Before I go ahead and start today's video, I want to go ahead and introduce you to my very lovely girlfriend, Micah. Say hi, Micah.
Hi, Micah.
So we've been at the park for, what do you say, like 30 minutes now? Yeah, close to. I've been helping her practice a couple of tricks, and I figured it'd be really fun to teach her 5 basic tricks for beginners. I've done this a little bit before, but we're gonna switch it up. She does know a couple of tricks. We're working on an ollie, so that's actually gonna be the last trick of today's video. But let's go ahead and get started with teaching her how to do 5 simple tricks for beginners.
Before we get started, I want to show you my dope board. Baker board. Look at all the colors on it.
Hey.
Sorry. I didn't even hear it. Cut it.
She wanted to show off her board, which is a Baker board.
It's got like the best colors. This is my, what's it called, a strut?
Their truck?
Truck?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
We're gonna start with the first trick. I'm just gonna call it the flippy flop because I have no clue what to call it at all. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so what she's gonna do is pretty much put it underneath her feet, and she's gonna try and flip it and land on it, similar to this.
Ow! Ooh.
There you go.
That one was better. Except for that part.
Now again, this trick's really easy to do. Put it underneath your feet, and then you hop and flick it forwards. Pretty much like that. And now for the fun of it, we're gonna do it together. Oh hey, we actually got it. I'm impressed. High five. That's a roll away. Yay. For the next trick, we're gonna do a boneless. Again, I've showed you how to do this one before, but in case you wanna know what it looks like, I'm gonna switch off to the other camera now. So boneless, typically while you're rolling, feet are straight. Feet are straight, you go grab the board, put your foot down, lift up, and then land on the board. I'm not gonna have her do a crazy high boneless or crazy pop boneless because it's a very difficult trick once you start getting into it with a lot of pop. So just for the time being, until she's more comfortable on a skateboard, it's just gonna look like this. Versus when I do it properly, it'll look something like that.
That felt stupid.
It looks a little bit, but it's okay. You're still learning.
You said I look dumb. I just feel really awkward when I pull it up.
You will, because you're not doing a proper one. You're just getting the basics down. Yeah, like that.
It felt less stupid. Still stupid, but less.
Obviously, again, that's not what it's going to look like whenever you do a proper boneless. It's just to teach her how to do it, because she is a beginner. She hasn't done this very much. Her first trick was the flippy flop, which is still really cool. Takes a lot of balance to do. But now on to the next trick. For the next trick, what we're going to do is the swoop and scoop. That's the name I call it. Really don't know what it's called again. I like fun names. It helps make you want to do them more, I guess. You put your back foot technically on the front of the board, lift up, and just scoop it. That's why it's called a swoop and scoop. If you do it correctly, and you throw your knee up into the air while you kick behind you, it'll lift the whole board up, like that. Eventually when you do it, you can do this. And then roll up. For her sake, with just being a beginner, we're just gonna teach her how to do this, and then step on. That way she can get an idea of how it looks and how it works before we do the proper thing in the future. Now for the next one, as my other camera is being occupied by my skateboard, we're going to teach her how to just do a caveman. There's several ways to do a caveman. You can do it this way where you hop on. You can do it this way where you hop on. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. But again, the easiest way I find for most beginners is just to do it this way where you drop in front of you and you hop on. Drop and then... Okay, now try to hop. You kind of want to do it like that. A little bit better, yeah. Now we're gonna work on the ollie, which is one of my favorite tricks just because it's the gateway trick to like everything else. That camera died, so I had to pull it off. That one's still recording. So we're also using GoPro now. Anyway, ollie time. She was doing a really good job earlier with that camera, so I'll include the clips of that. That was really good.
I couldn't land it.
That was really good. You actually got like that far off the ground. Okay, do you know how that feels?
Kinda.
Okay, try to do that again. Oh god. Okay, don't do that. Okay. So you're kind of stuck at like this position. Actually, like squat down. You don't have to like super squat with your butt touching the ground or anything, but squat down a little bit further, and then that way you have a little bit more hop.
Like that?
Maybe a little bit further. About right there would probably be good. That was a no pop ollie.
No pop.
I mean, it was still an ollie. It got off the ground, maybe by like a centimeter.
Shut up.
I would say just do, as long as you feel that motion or that much impact, as soon as you feel it, you're lifting your foot up. So as soon as you feel it go, you lift your foot off the ground. If I kept it on the ground, it would stay like that. And that's limiting your pop. Versus if I go, see how the whole board lifted up? So what I'm doing is just, I'm getting the foot out of the way. Versus, see if I go slow, it doesn't pop up. And what I want it to do is more of that. So pop it with your foot on the board still, without lifting it up, just like pop and hold. Okay, pop a little bit harder than that. A little less harder than that. Do that and lift your foot up. Do you see how long your foot was on the board for?
Yeah.
You need to be faster than that. A little bit better, a little bit too much pop, but a little bit better. It's literally, it's just being snappy. That's the thing that I struggled with. That's the thing that a lot of people struggle with, is they really hold their foot down versus being quick about it. Because again, your ollies are supposed to look slow and you're supposed to be fluid when you do it. But if you hold that back foot too long on the pop, you're limiting your pop with the board. Versus as soon as you like snap it down, it instantly lifts the board up and your front foot's already guiding it, because your front foot is lifting up the board as you're popping down. And if you don't get your back foot out of the way, your front foot is just doing nothing but keeping it down. Okay, you did good.
My shins hurt.
It's okay. So this camera also stopped recording at some point, so I don't know what it missed, but I got pretty much all of it on the GoPro when I did have it. She did land about 2 of them, 2 or 3, and they're very, very little, but it's a start on where she's at, and she's doing really, really good. So I'm proud of you. Good job. High five. Good job in landing 5 beginner tricks and at least attempting them. And I know that, you know, they're not great, they're not perfect, but they're also, again, beginner tricks that any of you can do at home just to start off, and they're fun. They're really, really fun. Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Well, again, this is my girlfriend Micah. You might see her a lot more in the vlogs. I'm trying to film a lot more with her and get more comfortable with her in filming. So hopefully we can do more. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more of Micah. I think she's very adorable, obviously. I don't know how you guys feel, but it doesn't matter because she's my girlfriend, so whatever. But anyway, that's it for tonight's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.
Hey Keegan, love you. Hope you're having a good time.
I'm having a great time. Thanks.
Well, I'm editing, but you know.
I will have a great time editing too. Thank you.
I can't do it anymore. Sorry, I can't do it anymore. Ow, that hurt.